Hi, this is Eric with Hidden Wire Mantles, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install a hidden wire mantle under a flat panel TV. As you can see here, there's currently no mantle or any shelf below this TV, making it very difficult to have any other devices connected to the TV. Things such as a internet connected Netflix player, maybe a game console, or even just a lamp sitting next to the TV. So we'll go ahead and show you how to do that now. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make a mark on the wall where the bottom of the TV is currently located. We'll use this mark to determine where the shelf will mount on the wall. Now that we have our mark, we'll go ahead and remove the TV from the wall. With the TV removed from the wall, we're now going to make a second mark that's 2 inches below the mark we just made for the bottom of the TV. With the second mark on the wall, we're going to use a level to draw a level line, and this will mark the top of the mounting cleat. This next step is optional. If you wish to power the devices from the mantle itself, it's nice to add an outlet that'll sit in the wall behind the mantle. So to do this, we're going to take the mounting cleat, we're going to hold it up to the wall, and we're going to mark where the ends of the mounting cleat would be. And that'll help us understand where the outlet needs to go in the wall. We've mounted our outlet where we previously marked for it. And now that we have the outlet in place, we want to go ahead and mark our wall studs so that we can mount the cleat to the studs to make sure we have a secure mount for the mantle to attach to. And there's a couple ways you can do that. You can use a stud finder. Electronic stud finder will make your life a lot easier. You can get these at any of your home improvement stores. And if you don't have one of these, you might also take a look at an existing wall box. So you have outlets that you can look at, and you have maybe other stuff that are attached to 2x4s, the studs, inside of your wall. This will be a clue where you might start to look. And then typically your studs are every 16 inches from there. So I'm going to go ahead and mark my studs now. Now that we have our studs marked on our wall, we want to transfer those marks to our wall cleat. So here we have the mantle cleat, and what we want to do is we want to mark the center of the cleat so we know where it's going to go on the wall. And then we want to transfer these stud marks to the cleat so we can pre-drill the cleat. So simply just hold that up against the wall and transfer your marks to your wall cleat. We've pre-drilled our wall cleat. We've installed the center screw. And again, we're using 2.5 to 3 inch screws. So we make sure they go into the wall far enough to really get a good hold into the wall stud. What we're going to do now is we're going to use our level, and we're going to make sure that we get this wall cleat perfectly level. So as you see, I can move this back and forth since I've only done the center. And then I'm sure to get the wall cleat perfectly level, and I'll go ahead and install my other screws. Now that we've got our cleat mounted on the wall, we're going to take the mantle and we're going to hold it up against the cleat. We're going to center it. And then we're simply going to run our screws down into that cleat. We have put all the screws down into the mantle cleat. The mantle is now attached to the wall nice and firm. We can go to the next step, which is running all our wires. I'm going to choose to go ahead and put my power strip in first. Again, we've got the power, the outlet in the wall we put there. And I'll very simply just run this wire right through the mantle, all the way up here, and I'll plug it in. So now I have my power strip inside of my mantle. This will allow me to put any devices on the mantle and start to power them up. I've taken a few minutes and I've run the wires that I need to support my setup here. So what have I done? Well, I've got a HDMI cable here that I ran. I've got a power adapter, and these two will go to my internet box, which will allow me to use Netflix. I've got the power for the TV and the HDMI, the other end of that will allow me to connect all of that to the TV and power the TV. And over on this side, we've got an iPod dock connector that's powered up inside, so I can put a dock here and set an iPod and let it charge overnight. Of course, 2 lamps here, which will give us a little more light here around the TV. Everything is powered up through the power strip you saw me install earlier. And of course, there's still plenty of room to run additional wires if you wanted to add a game console, a PS3 or an Xbox or even a Nintendo Wii. All of that would fit very easily in here, and there's still plenty of room to run all of that. The next step is the mantle cap. As you can see, this is just going to slide over the mantle. So we take all our wires, make sure they're up and over top of the cap. And very simply, we're going to slide all of this right back. We're almost done. We have obviously got the mantle cap on here. We've reinstalled the TV on the wall. All of the connections have been made. The last thing for us to do is install these nice wire grommets. And what these do is they cover that hole that you saw where the little square notch is, and they allow you to run your wires or not. In some cases you may have devices on one side but not the other, so you don't want a big hole there. So this grommet's kind of nice. It actually gives us a door that we can leave closed when we're not using it, and we don't have wires on this side, and we can open this door if we need to. So I'll go ahead and install those now. Very simply, they just go ahead and drop right in place. I'll install on the other side as well. And there we go. Last thing to do is to put our secure screws. We've got 3 screws that come in from underneath that you don't see. And what they do is they hold that cap on so it doesn't slide off accidentally. We've got everything powered back up. TV's back on. We've got the internet box going. I've got my iPhone here, which I can plug in and allow that to charge up. So everything's done. We've got all our secure screws in from the bottom. The mantle cap's secure. It can't come off, and we have completed the installation. I do want to thank you for watching. I want to also let you know that this is an unfinished mantle. This is in poplar. Also is available in oak, and we can have these stained for you in any of 9 different colors. And it can also be painted. And the grommets you saw that were in white, those also come in different colors to match the stain or the paint color that you choose. Again, I'm Eric with Hidden Wire Mantles. Thanks for watching, and hope to hear from you soon.